Hello. Welcome back once again, everybody. I'm doing this again in the same format as the previous video for my unboxing of the HP Pavilion 15. Sorry for the background noises if you hear any kind of weird screaming and yelling. That is my younger brother. He's playing on his PlayStation 4 right now. So excuse him if he gets really loud and if that gets caught on footage, but pretty much for the purpose of this video we are going to be installing the SSD that I just bought. It's a Samsung solid state drive and it is a 1 terabyte storage that is in the 2.5-inch form factor that you can insert in one of those SATA bays. Typically you can use a hard disk drive or a HDD to place into those bays, but from what I've read on some of the questions forums for these or at least for this product, people have mentioned that it unfortunately doesn't fit the HDDs. So your safest bet is to get an SSD for those SATA drives. So I have already previously unscrewed this, and I have, taken a look under the lid. It does take a little bit of an extra oomph just to get the cover off once you've unscrewed it, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. You can kind of partially see it in the background. That is my older laptop, the Pavilion 17. It's like 5 years old now. But yeah, we'll just rest that cover over there. In the meantime, I forgot to show it in the previous video, but I'll try and show it at the end of this video. So let's just get right into it. This is how the inside of the Pavilion 15 looks like. And it has this covering here. It's like a sticker. I am not going to take this off yet because it's like, I don't know, I don't like tampering with things unless if I really have to. And I'm one of those people that, again, likes to preserve things in their original condition. So pretty much what this is, it's just a protective tape that covers your M.2 drive here. It's an SSD. The one that it comes with, it's the 256GB one. And it has the two RAM slots here. Only one of them is occupied. I did take a look underneath earlier. I only peeled it back a little bit, but I don't want to keep on doing that because I don't want to deform the tape any further than I have to. But the one that is occupied is here, and it's the 8GB one. I do have to mention, if you are planning on installing or upgrading the RAM for the RAM slots for this, rule of thumb, always get the same RAM chips, or at least, since it's dual channel, always get the same RAM chips. And this one in particular is a DDR4. So from what I've read and what I've been told from Best Buy workers, you do not want to use any other type. If it's a DDR3 that you're purchasing, you might want to return that because these are DDR4s. And I believe the one that was indicated for this model, you want to get the 3200 megahertz DDR4s. Anything lower than that will process slower. So essentially, you want to stick with the 3200, just so that the RAM, the RAM speeds are still, up to par from what the laptop was designed to operate at. So again, 3200 megahertz DDR4 RAM slots. So you could also take a look at the other things here too. I'm not too big on knowing exactly what all the parts are on laptops, but the only ones that we're going to be looking at are, you can obviously see the two fans here, vents, cooling vents, and this is the battery. I also want to brush up on the battery a little bit. The Best Buy website stated that it its battery life is 5 hours, but on the official HP website, they claim that it should reach up to 8.5 hours, just running on like a regular battery life if you're doing any kind of other like things with it. I don't know about games. Depending on what games, it's probably a lot shorter than 8 hours. But if it's just solely for video playback, it's said, according to the HP website, up to 11 hours on its battery life for video playback. So those are your battery life hours. And I believe the charger, it's over there in the corner, is a 150 watt charger. So there you have it. That's all I really know about the battery. And on to what we're actually going to upgrade for this video. This is the plastic placeholder for the SATA drive bay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unscrew these. I believe there are 4 screws, and remove the bracket and remove the plastic placeholder. And this is the SATA cable here, and we're also gonna unhook that once we've unscrewed everything. Now, from another video that I've seen, the only issue you might have when you're removing this, out of all the 4 screws that it's hooked up with, it's just this one here in this corner. So you're kind of gonna have like a weird angle when you're unscrewing it, but you shouldn't really have too much trouble with it. So let's get right into it. Which screws are the best ones? Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's unbox this first, because, an unboxing with a upgrade is necessary if you haven't taken the storage upgrade or storage expansion out of its box yet. And you'll never go wrong with Samsung. I mean, every time I ask like friends of mine or coworkers about what to get as far as SSDs, Samsung just is the go-to brand for SSDs. Ooh, okay, straightforward. So we got the solid-state drive installation guide and warranty statement, and that is taped there, and it is just straightforward right there. That is our Samsung SSD, 1 terabyte. It's a hefty amount of space, but it is necessary since I am planning on keeping this for a good number of years. My older laptop back there under the cover is 5 years old. I got it back in 2015, November of 2015. So it's already been 5 years, and it's about time I upgraded. So right here we have the SSD. It's H60 Evo, and it looks beautiful. So let's put that back there for now. We have to do some unscrewing. So, I apologize if this video lasts for more than 20 minutes, because right now I'm just not in the mood to edit shortened videos, and I'm not like one of those professional YouTubers that just edits all of his videos, in the interest of time. So, I'll try and include some timestamps in the description, but that won't be immediate. I'll just upload it right away. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm into a very particular genre of music. What is actually playing in the background, I want to turn it down a little bit because I could get YouTube copyrighted, essentially, from these companies that own these songs. Yeah, the song already played in that last video. Sorry, I'm really slow at this. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, as far as installing a drive. Actually, no, never mind. I lied. I have actually upgraded my my SATA drive in my older laptop because there was something wrong with its stock hard drive, and I needed to replace it with a newer Western. I think it's Western Digital is the brand. So yeah, like that other person mentioned in his video, I'll try and include a link to his video or anything, because I'm also going off of what he had in his YouTube video. I need like pliers or tweezers or something just to get these screws. They're in tight spots, and do I need to? Oh, this is not a. Okay, there we go. Got that out. Did I deform something? I wasn't intending to deform anything. Okay, there we go. I'm using my mother's eyeglass repair kit. These are the tools, so don't want to lose anything because she'll get mad at me if I do. Yep, I'm going to have a little bit of an issue trying to get this screw out here. Do we have to get the metal brackets out? I don't think we do. We just need to undo these 4 screws. Okay, this is going to be off camera because I need a better view and a better angle for this. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Oh, this one's on tight. Okay, it's not. I think what I have to do is actually unscrew these other screws here. So I think there's 3 silver screws. This one, and that one. So I lift it up vertically. So we'll try and undo these screws to make our life easier. I don't even know if it's possible. Is it possible to use? I just gotta put a little bit of arm grease in this. This is why we have pliers or tweezers. It can get a little hairy sometimes with these screws. So we're at 12 minutes, so I'll try and not make this too long. As far as having to reformat the disc, I will try and do that at the end of this video if time allows. But for the most part, it's just straightforward. I might just end up having to edit this video. Oh no, that is not a good sign. So a screw just got lodged underneath. Let's just unscrew this. It's not wanting to come out. I have loosened it. Tisk tisk. Okay, I don't think I need to unscrew all of them. Am I missing a screw? Okay, got this one out. Need the tweezers again. There's the 4th black screw. And hold on. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need like some editing with this video. It's a little tight, just a little bit. What is holding this? There's that one screw. Okay, so we have gotten that up and out. Alright, I'm going to try and put this into view of the camera. This one's the top one, bottom one. Sorry, I have a pet peeve of mine where it's just... I like putting the screws... They're all the same screws. These ones, at least, screws are the same type. I like putting them back to their exact original spots, so that's why I organize it in this manner. I'm OCD. But, it's for a good reason. Alright, so, I'll just put this back in the camera. So we unscrewed those 4 black screws here, and then there are 3 silver screws here that hold the bracket, the metal bracket down onto the frame. But I only had to unscrew 2 of them so that I can angle this 4th corner screw right here that you'd have an issue of trying to unscrew with a screwdriver coming in at this angle because of the fan that's in the way. But you don't have to remove everything. You just have to remove at least this bottom one, the bottom silver screw here, to kind of angle this part upward so that you can unscrew that last black screw. So yeah. And this is the plastic placeholder and the SATA cord that's connected to the, I believe this is part of the motherboard here. And you want to keep this, make sure that this has a good connection here, right here. Sorry, I was off camera. But this is the SATA cable and the SATA connection to the hard drive placeholder. So now we are going to remove it. I don't want to be too forceful. Just be gentle. Okay. Okay, there we go. Put that down. So yeah, it's just, all it is just a plastic part. A plastic placeholder. It's really cool. It could be a souvenir, you know? Because, you know, we're obviously trying to put the SSD in there now, and this is a cool placeholder part, like I said, and it has the HP Pavilion logo on it, and it's really nice. I like it. It's something to keep. I mean, you do pay for it after all, after buying it. So now we are going to install, oops, I touched that, the 1 terabyte SSD, and I think it is just a simple insert. Which way does it go? I believe it should be. Oh, this doesn't feel right. I don't know if I have to do a little reorienting with this. Alright, so I'm just going to try and insert it in this fashion. Okay, and it snugly fits in there. So it's like this, essentially. And then we try and insert it within the brackets. And then once it's inserted, see if it aligns with its screw ports, and we will now reinstall the screws. Yeah, it's this black screw that we have to screw in first, the one that's here in this corner. I'll try and get this within the camera shot, because, you know, what's the point of the video if you guys can't see what's going on? Alright, let's go. I believe I'm screwing it in right now. The things I do for love. Is it going up? Question mark? Am I doing this right? It feels really, really tight. Should it be getting tighter? Okay. Let's try these ones now. Alright, this video is actually reaching more than 20 minutes. It's a process. So it's gonna be a video that I'm definitely going to have to edit before I upload. But I will be editing it with this, so... with this laptop. Okay. So now we can at least try and screw these silver screws down here. There's one down here. There's one up here too, but that's the one that I had trouble trying to get out. Trying to remove, but we didn't have to anyway, so we'll just do this one. Can this stay in? No. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. You know, I have tweezers. Okay, we got it. Tweezers are very, very helpful. Yeah, no, I have to really thank my mother for this, because if I didn't have these tools, I would not be able to install this properly, at least. Okay. Let us continue with the black screws. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay. Isn't this lovely looking right now? It is. To be careful. It is looking really nice in its slot. So, the price tag for this SSD. Now, I got this laptop on sale at Best Buy because it's the Black Friday sales, and this is the week of Black Friday. So the sale started on Sunday, which I uploaded the unboxing of this yesterday. So today is the Monday of the week of the Black Friday for this year. Okay, so I think it looks like it's properly connected now. I could always double check here. Lift this up, see if it's properly inserted, put it back down. So I think we're good, honestly. This is a little bit loose for my taste here. but I think we're good. So, we got all those screws in. Again, this is the 1TB Samsung SSD, the 860 EVO that I had just installed, and it looks really nice. And this was the HP Pavilion plastic placeholder for this, the SATA drive bay. So, like I said, from what it was mentioned, and I also spoke with the worker at Best Buy about it too, is that there are some laptops where it'll have this kind of drive bay, and you know, its port or its cord, the SATA cable, can connect to a hard disk drive, but the laptop's dimensions itself may not accommodate a hard disk drive, because some hard disk drives aren't as thin as, you know, most solid state drives. So, like I mentioned, if you already have a hard disk drive, you can try and see and test it out. I can't confirm for that situation because I do not have one freely lying around, so I do apologize for that. And but that is my advice from what I've heard from a worker at Best Buy. So yeah, and again, this is the tape covering that covers the area where you have the M.2 drive and the 2 RAM slots, which I will be upgrading on, or installing the upgraded RAM on another day, in another video, because I have yet to order it. So, alright, let's just get the lid back on this puppy and we will boot it up. Alright. I guess we could put that here for now. No sense. Okay. Sorry, I was taking some time reading some of the Hangul on here, because, you know, if you haven't noticed already, I am into Korean pop music. And I'm also taking some of my free time learning the alphabet. But enough of that, that's going off on a tangent. I digress. Ooh, that was low. Alright, so I'm going to make some last minute checks to see if there's anything out of place within the laptop interior. But I feel like I don't think anything... Wait, hold on. That's actually bothering me now. Oh, okay, it's just a thermal shield for the M.2 slot. It is a little bit loose, but I think that's just the nature of it. It's only held down on the part where the screw is. So, I believe you shouldn't be too alarmed if it's a little bit wobbly like this, because the screw is on this end, the bottom end. But yeah, we will be upgrading the RAM on a later date. So for now, it is just the storage. But that's all that really matters for now, because I'm actually going to try and do some file transfers. No, that is backwards. Some file transfers from my old laptop to the new one. I mean, I don't really need my old laptop anymore, because I do have an external hard drive. So we're just going to pop this bad boy back on. Wait, how do we install this? I think it just clicks. Yep, it just clicks back right back on. And make sure it's all popped into place before we put the screws back to where they were. So I'm going to go along the perimeter and make sure every section is popped back on before putting the screws into place, back into place. There we go. Wow, this is exceeding 30 minutes now. I hope I'm not running out of space on my phone. So, yeah, within the next 5 minutes, hopefully I will end this video. And we are using this screw. Actually, no, we're doing the tiny screws first. Let's do the tiny ones first. So you'll just want to screw it back on to meet only a little bit of resistance, not too much. You don't want to make your next experience unscrewing the screws a very difficult one. So just twist until you meet some resistance. Big screws now. You don't need to switch back to the regular screwdriver. And you know what? Why not? Since I just thought of it. And we're almost there, folks. We are almost there. Just gotta get these last 2 screws in. Just put these into place first, and then screw them back on. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. We are going to get to the end of it pretty soon, in just a few moments. Okay. So, hopefully this part doesn't take too long, but let's just try and boot it up now. I haven't really turned this on since last night, so it should be charged. Ooh, look at that. Look at that green lit. Backlighting, or backlit. Green backlit keyboard. SSD, come on, do your magic. It should be like quick. Fast startups. Oof. There you go. Oh snap, that is my real name. Hold on. Yeah, I'm entering a password. I do not want that on the recording. Oh, hey, there's my Steam. Alrighty, so, wow. SSDs are the future, and the future is now. Yeah, this is definitely an upgrade from my previous laptop. Had some of my friends online playing their video games. So, we are now going to, I believe the person said type in create, and it is the create and format hard disk partitions. So this will pop up for disk management, and then you must initialize a disk before logical disk manager can access it. So that disk 0, which is the unknown disk, it is going to be, ooh, master boot record, or I actually don't know how to initialize this. But yeah, I mean, this is as far as I can take you guys. I will have to do some more research on this. I mean, we could do it right now. I can just go on to Microsoft Edge and just make this a journey for all of us. So let us see what is the comparison between, let's see, I'm this type of person. I do half and half Windows. Use the following partition styles. So partition styles, there's MBR, which is master boot record, and then the GPT, which is the GUID partition table. I have no idea what those are, so we'll look them up. Partition styles. Oh, that is not what I intended to search. I know I'm using Bing. Who uses Microsoft Bing? Who uses Microsoft Edge? I will have Google Chrome installed later, but yeah. Alright, howtogeek.com has this article on what's the difference between GPT and MBR when partitioning a drive. I'll try and skim this. GPT brings with it many advantages, but MBR is the most compatible and is still necessary in some cases. So what? It's a long article. Okay, so GPT has better recoverability if the data is corrupted. Now, the only thing that is noted here when you have the initialization disk window open, it tells you that GPT partition style is not recognized by previous versions of Windows. So if you have previous versions of Windows, then it is not recommended. Oh, you guys can actually see it in the video. But, yeah. There are two different partition styles. GPT and MBR. Since I'm just, I don't know, for storage, which is better for storage? GPT versus MBR. MBR. Let's look that up. GPT is the... So, yeah, I don't know. This is something I'd have to do a little bit more research on, but for the most part, yeah. That is just the video on how installing it and, you know, how to get started on doing the disk initialization, because you do need to initialize the disk in order for it to be used for storage on your laptop or any computer system. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Now I did say that I was going to show you guys my older laptop, the one that I've replaced with this, and it too was an HP Pavilion, slightly larger in its display. It is the HP Pavilion 17. Obviously, usually the numbers always denote the display size, and this was the 17. I believe it was 17.5 inch display, but it's still HP, and you know, this thing was pretty large, so it came with a disk drive, which was nice, just a regular CD disk drive. But yeah, I will be giving this, sending this back to my family members in the Philippines. You know, that is something you guys will now learn about me, my ethnicity. But yeah, alright, we have reached 40 minutes, and I will catch you guys in the next one.